The Middle Ages was a period in history characterized by the abandonment of old customs in order to implement new ones. It began with the fall of the Roman Empire and lasted until the 15th century. At that time, people had certain ways of living that could cause us much astonishment. Here we present the most disgusting customs of the Middle Ages. Lice wigs. At that time, beyond being a fashionable way to be up to date, these objects were used to disguise the dirtiness of the hair and to prevent lice from bothering other people. It was placed especially at mealtime to prevent the bugs from falling into the soup. Throwing the physiological needs out of the window. This was a very common practice that occurred in most European populations. The residents of the houses would defecate and urinate in a kind of bucket and then throw its contents into the street. It is believed that while doing so, they would shoot out a warning signal so that passers-by would not be smeared with their excrement. Urine as an exfoliant. This type of care was a practice exclusive to the nobility. The kings of aristocrats of that time used to exfoliate their faces with their own urine. It is believed that the warmer the liquid was, the more benefits it brought to the health of the skin. Cleansing with the hand. In the Middle Ages, hands were the most precious and useful object that could exist. Some people used to clean themselves with their hands after defecating. This kind of habit was no secret to anyone. They ate with their hands. At that time, there was no cutlery and people had to eat with their hands. The bad thing about this practice is that there was no culture of washing, and for this reason infectious diseases abounded. Dishes were not washed either, nor were pots and pans in the kitchen. They hated bathing. More than 80% of the inhabitants of large cities in the Middle Ages went months without taking a shower, or at least pouring water on their bodies. Bathing was believed to be an undesirable activity by God, and Christianity encouraged the custom of doing so only 5 times in a year. Of course, this was a major focus of deadly diseases. Roads of excrement. At that time there was no asphalt, the streets were not made of stone either, but the roads were made of excrement, which was collected from the animals that passed along to the road and the ones that the local people collected from their stables. They accumulated a lot of fecal matter, including that of humans.